Late Night Whispers, and I'm Coco. How's everybody doing today on this hot ass Saturday? OMG. My hair was so straight, but look at it now. But anyway, enough of me and my beautiful hair. I have today,
My name Adrian. They call me Six.
and listen to his voice. Can we get it one more time?
My name is Adrian. They call me Six.
Ooh la la, song. That voice alone is just like,
Oh
okay.
man.
I'm gonna stop now. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm born and raised Washington D.C. Part owner of I'm So DC. Also on Southern Avenue Graphics, and also own a nonprofit which is named Jump. Just understanding my priorities.
OMG, I didn't even know you had a nonprofit. We're going to have to talk about that because I'm doing a backpack drive. I already got more than 200 backpacks.
Okay.
I need to get supplies, and I would love for you just to join, but we'll chit-chat that up after this is over with. But
Okay,
just
great.
to give you that heads up. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, this, that, and the other.
So I'm from Washington D.C. Only left the city to go to school in Denver, Colorado. My uncle grabbed me from here to keep me out of trouble. I was heading down that wrong path.
Okay.
I came back and had my child. My daughter, she's now 23 in law school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
I know you're a proud papa.
oh yeah, I've been a single dad since she's been in the 4th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I got to give it. I love single men. And this is just one, hold on. But I mean, single men with kids. And I think the most sexiest thing, and I'm not going to go too far, is seeing a man carry the baby in that little, what's that thing that they.
Oh, the carrier.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just think that is just so, because I feel like if a woman can do it, a man can do it too. And we need to see more men. So I'm going to give
For
you
sure.
mad love. One, you're a black man and you took care of your child.
Oh yes, for
So
sure.
I got to give you mad love. So tell us a little bit more about your child if you want to, and or you.
So my daughter graduated University of Pittsburgh 2 years ago, summa cum laude, top 2% in her class. Right now she's a senior going into law school, and she's in the top half of her class right now. So she's doing wonderful. She make parenting very easy.
Wow. I think my mom did very well with me too. I wasn't too bad of a child. Because I think with my mom and my dad was, they were like, my mom said, well, if you get pregnant, you out of the will. And I knew the will must be important because I lived decently. And my father was like, well, if you get locked up, you totally are done. So yeah, but I think I wasn't too bad. So tell me about these businesses. What made you not do one, not do two, but you have 3 businesses? How did you get into that?
So I understand there's 24 hours in a day. I break down my day 8, and 8. That's 24 all day long, right?
Wow, okay.
We don't sleep 8 hours. And I was taught by an Indian guy to invest in yourself.
Right.
You know, a lot of people invest in stocks, things of that nature. I just took the initiative to invest in myself. So I took $1 and made it into 2.
Oh, wow.
And the rest is history.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I come from a background, a family of drug dealers, right? So
I'm scared to know who they are.
yeah, I know, right? So on my mom's side, it was drug dealers. On my father's side, which I didn't have a relationship with, was blue collar family. So I had the best of both lives.
I see. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, just to talk about drug dealers real quickly, how do you feel about Rayful Evans and they're trying to let him come home early? Do you feel like he's done enough of his time to be released early?
Me personally, I didn't know the guy.
Okay.
Don't let the gray hair fool you. I'm not. I didn't know him.
I got gray hair too, so hey.
Right. I didn't know him. I'm all for second chances. My nonprofit that's what it's all about. I deal with juveniles with criminal background history.
Okay.
So it's either you don't have your family or you have a criminal record. Most of them have criminal records.
Exactly.
You know? So I'm all for the second chance act. You know, we were young. We did crazy things, right? Just so happen now we have social media. We didn't have it then. You know.
And now we got Kim and West doing these good deeds, which I think is really, really good. But on a lot of levels, and we're not going to talk about this too long, you have so many people that's still locked up on just weed, and I feel that if like in D.C., let's just say D.C. for example, D.C. you can smoke weed. Let the people who were locked up for weed at least let them go.
No,
What do you
no,
know?
I agree with that. You know, you got people doing time, some doing life for racketeering and things like that, but now it's legalized. That doesn't even go together.
Right,
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 so.
right. So, but okay, now back to your get into your nonprofit because that sounds really very very interesting.
So I got into the nonprofit thing because I'm a product of a village.
Okay.
A lot of people have done a lot of things for me personally. I didn't have that dad. My mom allowed people around me to come in and help with whatever. You know, I have a documentary out about the nonprofit, and I highlighted those people that was a huge part of my life.
Okay. Wow. I'm learning more than what I knew about you. Okay,
That
so now tell us about the shirt. I mean, I am DC.
So I'm So DC was originated by Sean Bay. He started the company. I bought into it. I became a partner, and it's an urban wear that I'm trying to get a little further than DC.
Right.
We've been talking and we've been working on some things to try to get beyond the city of Washington D.C. Our city is kind of dry now.
Why do you say that?
The money was plentiful a while back, and it isn't anymore. So it's either you're working, there's no more street money technically.
Oh, because of the legalize of the weed, is that
Well,
or I'm on the wrong
gentrification
Oh, okay.
has taken over the Washington D.C. area. There's no more hanging on the street corners. You know where back in the day where what's his name? Master P rode around and sold his CD, where you can ride around and sell your garments. And it's hard to push it that way now. Everything is either online or you have to go into these
Pop-up shops.
right pop-up shops
Okay.
is what's happening now. But
Or go to the clubs and
well, it's hard to get in the clubs to sell garments or items.
let me know. I know a few club owners.
Okay.
We can chop that up too.
All right.
Because this is my thing about us being black. Everybody wants to help, but then they be like, because I helped you, I'ma help you no matter what. And if you choose to do something, give me a shirt, which you should have brought me a shirt anywho. But we won't talk about that. But
I know I
we
changed
need to
vehicles.
help people. Point blank. Period. Don't help me because you want something in return. Help me because you want to see me better. Because by me helping you, who knows what my next blessings or how they will come.
Well, technically, us as black folks, and I just have to be honest with it. If it's not our idea, we don't support it.
But see, I'm not. That's not how I was raised.
Well, are you talking about you versus? So let's say you. So I work a government job, and when I first got there, God told me out of every 10 people, only one cared. Right? So every 10 people, one care. So just think about when we go out in the community. If it's not your idea, I'm not supporting you.
Right.
That's where we are now. However, we'll get a Chinese man his money and don't ask for a discount.
Right.
But if
Yeah,
we come to
that.
each other,
right.
what
We want
I
a
get it
discount.
for? Like
Right,
I gave
yeah.
you the price, but what do you get it for? Is the question.
Right. And I believe that because I probably have done that plenty of times. But that's the reason why I started this radio show. I want to be able to help us help each other. And I mean by that, I'm not trying to get too much from anybody, but at the same time, I want to help you. Hopefully you will say, look, so and so.
Online folks said they only help with intent. Somebody online said that.
I agree with that.
So repeat what he said.
So somebody online said we only help to put.
No, they only help
With intent.
With intent. What do you think about that?
No, I agree. When people only do stuff for things in return, we don't do things from our heart anymore. Do we even operate with a heart?
Well, again, for the person who's online, who's watching us, number one, I appreciate you watching us. Two, everybody's not the same. I know me. I have helped everybody that I've touched, and I have never said, give me something back. most of the people, because they know me, yeah, they may. Yes, they may not. But I'm still going to be me. I'm not going to change because I may have loaned you $60 and you never paid me back. I still keep on helping person after person after person after person. That's just me. And there's a lot of us out here. If you stay tuned and watch my shows, every person that I interview is damn near me. If I really say it. Except for I can't do no 3 jobs, but yes.
No, that's the 3 that I
Yeah, I
own,
know,
right?
I know.
But I still work, you know, a 8-hour
And you
job.
work an 8-hour job. That's what I'm talking about. The 8-hour job is the money that you live off of.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh,
go
we
ahead.
got-
I wanted to finish telling you what you have more people.
Oh Lord,
online.
I'm loving it. Then the first business is money that you can just do whatever. The second business, I'm hoping that you're giving back to the community with the second one.
So one of them, my daughter graduated from University of Pittsburgh 2 years ago, zero balance.
Oh wow.
So that's where that money went, you know.
Right.
So like I asked my daughter maybe a couple weeks ago, "Are you dating?" She told me I put too much money in her education to date.
Oh, I know that's how.
So-
Oh, I love your daughter. Shout out to your daughter.
My daughter's name is Adrian as well. Hers is
Hi, Adrian.
Adryan. I'm Adrian.
Okay, one quick second.
So James Williams said, "You're right. If it's not a group thing, they're not supporting. I just had the same conversation yesterday. Only a good heart." Speak on that, Adrian.
So it's like more of us that think in that manner need to gather ourselves together, because we're overpowered by the people that don't give a damn. You know, again, like I said, if it's not your idea, I'm not supportive of it. Like I'm part of a live podcast. It's called the Men's Corner.
Right.
We only do it once a month. However, I went in there off of being a straight Indian. What you need me to do.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of us don't rock like that. If you're not the chief, I can't get with it.
Well, you always have more than 1 or 2 Indians that want to be a chief anyway. But again, if you all have some ideas or some suggestions, please send them my way. If you have a business and you want to put it out here, please let me know. If you want to sponsor us, let us know, because I'm about the block. My hand is not out, and if you ever find my hand out, please call me on it. So let's get back to you. Tell us what the second business is, please.
So Southern Avenue Graphics was started when I didn't have anything.
Oh, okay.
I used to work for the hobo shop. I left there. And right, no, I'm taking us back now,
Everybody
right?
knows who hasn't worked for the hobo shop.
Right, so that's my man, John Day. He's my daughter's godfather.
Okay.
I started. He taught me business.
Okay.
I've been to several schools and haven't learned anything about economy or business.
Oh, wow.
Everything was through someone.
Right.
And he opened that door for me. He gave me a location to start Southern Avenue Graphics.
Okay.
Everything now is kind of online now.
Right.
So I do that part-time, or I just deal with the people that I've had contracts with or businesses.
Okay. What's the name of the company that it's like a sun? All I can remember is
And some eyes.
Yeah.
That's We Are One. That's Kenny Westray,
Okay, and they used to be over there off of
Florida Avenue,
No. It's
Silver Hill Road.
Yes.
He just moved.
And there used to be a few guys, one had red hair. I was a part ownership back in, and I don't even know why I was a part ownership. I put in money, and it wasn't a lot, and I can't remember what year it was, so don't quote me, but I know I put money, but I didn't have my hand out. I think I got a couple of shirts. I hung out with them, and it was just cool to see a black business in front of a liquor store. Yes, and when I told my mom where I was, she damn near killed me. She said, "Do you know that every time I turn around, somebody being shot over there? Get away from it." So, I had to kind of go. I'd be like, "Mom, I'm going to hang out with the girls," and then I just go past there and hang out with them for a little while, and I get home. But that's one of the times when I know I put in some money to a business, and I just walked away. I guess I had my things that I had to do. They were doing their things, and I just kept it pushing. But I didn't have my hand out then. So, again, to the person who's checking us out, there's a lot of us out here, and if you stay tuned and you watch us, trust and believe, everybody that I interview, they're good people.
I hope you keep gravitating good people.
Yes.
You know, again, we have to come together as one. We have to look out for one another because no one is looking out for us. I work downtown. I see it all the time. It's not many of us that look like us. We're frowned upon. We're frowned upon each other.
Right.
You know, it's in the street life, it's called hate. You know, like I say, if you're not the chief, then you can't get with it. Somebody have to be the Indian.
Right, exactly.
You know, I played that role too many times. It's a headache.
I was just in the mall the other day. I ain't gonna say what mall it was, but I just happened to watch 3 black kids come, and it was like the mall was getting ready to close, and I saw one white little young boy walk out, and I heard the beep go. White guy didn't say nothing. He went on. Then I saw 3 black children, and I don't even remember hearing the beep go off, but he had to check their bags, and then while he was checking their bags, 2 more, you know, and I don't want to use the word white, but 2 more flavored ones came right behind him, and he didn't even pay. And I was just like, dude, like, you checked the 3 black people because they was youngins, and I get it. I don't want to deal with us too sometimes because I see these young boys and I be like, okay, let me just stand here and wait for that crowd to walk away because, yes, I get it. But you can't just, I don't know. Help me.
I'm learning from the young people because I was them. You know, I've done my dirt. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. I'm learning from the young people though that they want to be approached.
Oh,
But
is that what it is?
yeah, but a lot won't. A lot of us won't approach them. So I used to get my hair cut at a barber shop, and the guy inside was like, "I'm not saying nothing to them kids. They'd kill me." First of all, most of these kids don't have money to even purchase a weapon. Let's start there. And we were kids. Someone taught us.
Right.
You know, we wouldn't cuss in front of the neighbor. We wouldn't
Right.
dare do that. Now it's okay to do because we're ignoring it. But if we demand the respect, or if we ask that kid, like, my man, I'm standing here, they'll clean it up, you know.
Right.
So
We just need to start being, like you say, a village. We need to start loving, caring, and not just saying, "No, that's not my child over there."
Pastor Irvin Fuller said we have to start coming together.
Yes.
For sure.
We definitely. I don't know how we're going to do that, Pastor. If you have an idea, bring it to my radio show. I interview people every Saturday from 7 to 8. Help me out because I'm down. I'm down for the cause.
He's on the network, so he's definitely going to come on the show.
Okay.
Also, James Williams wants to also, he says he owns a brand, Truth Hurts Apparel. He'd like to come on your show as well.
Okay, 202-510-2199. Text me ASAP. 202-510-2199. Text me ASAP. Wow, you must be bringing. I'm about to get this man on here some more. Let me rub his knee or something. And I hope you're not married, but if you are,
No, I'm
I
not.
am
I'm
not trying to holler
I'm
at
not.
him. I have a man. Lord, this one right here. Good God Almighty.
no, we just got to do better as
Yes.
people. I'm for it. I have more time to come together and do some great things, like you asked me about the nonprofit. I do these things called hygiene drives. And what we do is go in the community and pass out laundry detergent, body wash, toothpaste, toothbrushes. I didn't want to be the nonprofit that just pass out turkeys. That's
Right.
once a year. This nonprofit, we go out maybe 5 to 6 times a year and pass out these items to free up money in a household.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna put you with me, and also too, there's a guy named. I don't even want to say the wrong name, so not even let me not say his name. But he's from Baltimore. I know today at around 11, he comes a couple of times to D.C. from Baltimore to feed the homeless right there at the park.
Down on K Street?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a setup where we can all sit down and chop it up. And we're going to try, I don't know how, but we're going to try. I was talking to him the other day about let's do Christmas maybe once a month, where maybe next month we get 20 toys and let's take it to a shelter. Then maybe the following month, let's take it to the hospital. Then the following month, let's take it to places for battered women, things of that nature. If you're down, but again, we
I'm
can
down.
chop it up.
I'm with it. The only thing I don't do when I'm helping people in that type of manner, I don't expose folks. Like I don't. If I take a picture with those people, it's just a picture. I would
Right.
never post it. I would
Right.
never discuss what it
Right,
was
right,
for.
right,
I'm
right.
not that person. You know, I know a
Right.
lot of people do things for likes. I can care less about a like. If my thing is to help people.
Right.
So, and like I always say when we doing the man's corner, you cannot help people being loud.
Right.
You know, I'm not great to expose people on social media and show their discomfort of life. You know, I come from that. I know what a mayonnaise sandwich is, syrup sandwich,
Oh
water
no,
on
I don't
cereal.
know what that is. I'm sorry.
No, I know. You know, waiting for my mom to come home to eat. So, you know, I just had to change that life style for my daughter.
Okay.
You know, so I can't expose folks in that manner.
Okay. Now, tell us about. I know you touched a little bit on the nonprofit, so let's get into that a little bit.
So the nonprofit was built off the fact that who I am.
Okay.
I was a kid that was straddling the fence of being in trouble. However, I was awarded a contract to work with kids that's displaced from home or kids that have criminal background records.
Okay.
I'm not far from that lifestyle, right? There's only two type of criminals, one that get caught and one that don't. I didn't get caught, right? Like I tell kids all the time, the difference between you and I is nothing.
Can you say that one more time?
I tell kids all the time, the difference between you and I is nothing.
Wow. That's. I don't even know what to say after that one. Hold on, let me get my thoughts. Okay, so tell us a little bit more. What exactly, like, if I come and knock on your nonprofit, what do you?
So we offer mentoring. We
Okay.
teach kids workforce development, how to live on your own. When I first started this work, a council member asked the guy, could you live in the District of Columbia with a 5th grade education? He answered no. The council member said you can. The newspaper is written off a 5th grade education. A lot of people don't know that.
I know that. I was
Right.
told that. Yes,
Right. So,
yes. The basic, everything, and this is something else that I always was trying to tell people, like the SAT. Okay, most people have to come down to take it. So, like people like me, I gotta try to take it.
Right.
And then they say, you only got 1 more hour. You only got 15 minutes. Why you keep on telling me how much more time? Don't you see me trying to study? Don't you see me trying to... And every time you keep on telling me, I look up, I listen, and that's about 5 more seconds gone by. Oh, my God. But, okay, go on. I'm sorry.
No, so like I said, it was built around how I am, who I am. And it was about helping folks because the village is broken down in my community. So what we do, you don't come to us, we come to you. So my nonprofit is set up where we have a location, but we don't wait for you. We come to where you're located, we pick you up, and we return you the same way we grabbed you. The only difference is every kid that leave our program is left with a meal.
Oh, I know that's right. Now, are you anything dealing with project empowerment?
No, I'm very familiar with them, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So are you like, let's just say I have a son and he's 17 and I don't know, let me think of something. He vandalized somebody's car. Are you to a point where you help them get a job? Are you to a point where you teach them? Because like a lot of these kids, don't even know how to have an interview. I have a cleaning business, and I've gone, and I'm not going to name, I don't want to name out no places, but there's a place in Northeast that used to do interviews, or what do you call it? Not interviews, but where people can set up and have the tables and people come in. And a lot of those...
Talking about job fair?
Like a job fair,
Okay.
yes, I'm sorry. And a lot of the kids would come in, and I would just be looking at them. And I don't know, maybe it was just me. I was like, okay, did you just come out like that?
So, we deal with work readiness. We
Okay.
deal with life skills. We deal with trying to live on your own. Most of these kids that's in and out of the system technically are on their own.
Okay.
It's a parent at the household, however, they're not
Right.
partaking in parenting and kid. And I don't know how much you deal with juveniles, but most of the juvenile homes these days don't even have a table to sit and eat at. So we're not even having parent-kid conversation.
Right.
You know, we had to sit at the table. I couldn't even walk out the house with a sandwich. You know, you're going to eat that sandwich in the house, right? But after I got older and I started thinking, like, why my mom wouldn't let me eat outside? If you're in your house and the lint that floats in your house, imagine what's floating outside.
So I can't do a picnic outside no more? Oh, my goodness.
Like people eating outside with all the debris and all the movement. You can't see what's moving in the air.
Oh, Lord help me.
So we already inhaling it.
No more picnics, you all. I never thought about that.
Right.
Okay, you have blown my picnic. Okay, you got like 10 more minutes. So this is what I would like for you to do. Highlight on all 3 businesses. First thing is, even though you told everybody your name, tell everybody your name again. Give them your telephone number, how they can get in contact with you. Let's do that first.
So my name is Adrian. Nickname is Six, S-I-X. My phone number is 202-910-5058, 202-910-5058. You can contact
say that
me.
Slower because that voice, yes. I don't even know what you said. I was just listening
it's
to the voice.
202-910-5058. So you can contact me on that number for I'm So DC Apparel, for Southern Avenue Graphics. Just understanding my priorities. I just released a brand called Six Hair. So I sell hair now.
Hair?
Hair, yes, ma'am.
Women?
For women.
Come on now. Oh. All right, we're going to have to talk some
Yes.
Cha-ching. He's single, too.
Yeah, so,
You're going to have all the women, hello.
hey, I'm you know,
Get my hair.
no.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I know this is, even though you are selling hair, do you prefer a woman with hair, her all natural, or do you prefer?
Sure.
Oh, I love some of you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So the hair business is a $7 trillion business. You know, so why not? It's almost like a no-brainer for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And are you going to get a pop-up shop, or what's the plan?
So we working on that right now. It's mobile. I had a store in Springfield. I closed it. Didn't need the overhead. Now I can lower the cost on the hair.
And then what you can do is have at least one person in there, since you're mobile, and do hair.
Yeah, that's what they want. I don't want to get into the hair salon business. My stepdad did that. Nah.
They say to be a trillionaire or a millionaire, you at least got to have 5 businesses.
I
4 or 5.
I thought it was 7 streams of income.
I was trying
my man, it's 7 streams
it's
of income.
7, but I was trying to be on the light side.
Nah, it's 7 streams of income.
But
No, you can't short
7.
it. Yeah, I'm probably like 3 hours from poverty, so I get it.
Oh, no, that's right. Wow, that's like an extra wow. Okay, so I know I've stopped you a few times. So, okay, highlight your first business, the second, the third, and the nonprofit.
So Six Hair is on Facebook and Instagram. Southern Avenue Graphics is on both social media platforms, and just as well as just understanding my priorities. Jump, we accept donations. I'd rather you come in and see, right, versus just giving. Okay. We have products right now to give. I just want to gravitate to people that's more inspiring and more into giving. Okay. You know, without looking for something in return.
I feel you on that. Yeah. Okay, that is just like awesome. I don't even. Yes, I think I've learned so much from you. Yeah, maybe I have to do a couple of more businesses now. But I'm okay where I am because I know I'm blessed. My mom is 90, and I know I'm past tense blessed. Yes, Lord. Okay. She's a product of McKinley Tech.
Okay. Yes, Inner high school. That's what that's considered, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a product of Inner High as well. I graduated from Cardozo. You just looked at me like that.
Wasn't we rivals?
No, not no McKinley Tech.
Oh, we were cool. Okay,
yeah, we was okay. Yeah, we just beat all the bricks off y'all in every sport.
Oh, see, why you have to say that? See, that's why I rolled my eyes at you.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
All righty. I don't know where to stop on this thing. I want to take a quick, short break, if that's possible. It's Late Night Whispers, and I'm Coco. And I want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming out and telling us about not one, not three, but 4 businesses. So that means that I'm short.
Well, you got a kid. It's four,
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
gonna have to
say,
catch
8,
up.
8, and 8. It's
8 and 8.
24 hours in a day.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, and give us a couple of seconds, and we'll be right back. Mwah.
Two associates of one of Washington's most notorious drug lords won't be let out of prison early. That's the decision from a federal judge in the case of Melvin Butler and James Jones. They were associates of D.C. drug lord Rayful Edmond III in the 1980s. The judge refused to cut 2 years from each man's projected 28.5-year sentence. In issuing the decision, the judge said Edmonds' organization enabled drug addiction on an unprecedented and, quote, largely unimaginable scale.
There were fireworks right from the start of last night's second G.
Royce C. Lambert. He denied a request by the prosecutor for early release of 2 top associates of Rayful Edmond III, the notorious drug kingpin in Washington, D.C. I think they made a movie about him or a film about him. One of the most notorious gang leaders around. The Washington Post described Judge Lambert's astonishment when the United States Attorney did not object to the drug felon's request for early release. Quote, the judge rebuked the office of acting United States Attorney Vincent Cohen, Jr. of the district, saying prosecutors did not give due weight to the criminal history of Butler, 52, the Los Angeles-based cocaine broker and partner of D.C. drug lord Rayful Edmond III, and Jones, 58, one of the 4 top armed enforcers of Edmond's violent trafficking network. The group imported as much as 1,700 pounds of Colombian cocaine a month. That's almost a ton a month. That's the largest amount I've ever seen. I thought the biggest case I'd ever seen was 600 pounds flown in on about 20 plane loads every several months. This is 1,700 pounds a month. Edmond's organization enabled drug addiction on a scale that until then, quote, was unprecedented and largely unimaginable in Washington.
And we're back. Late Night Whispers, and I'm Coco. We talked about the Rayful Evans information, so I just wanted you all to see this quick clip. Okay, so if you've noticed, I have a change. I have a new guest, and today I have...
Daniel Antonio Villanueva.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I am from El Salvador. I've been in this country 33 years.
Okay.
I came here because my family bring me here.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, my uncle started teaching me how to do construction work.
Oh, wow.
So I've been in the construction field for since I came here when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
On 1985.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and since that year I started, I met this person and started telling me that I should, if I like plumbing work.
Okay.
So I started back in Virginia doing as a plumber helper.
Okay.
With him, and I did like that a lot. So I stayed on the plumbing business since 1987.
Okay.
87, and I worked for this gentleman, McIntyre Plumbing in Arlington, for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Since then, I've been grateful on being in the plumbing industry. I left this company 5 years after, and I started doing commercial plumbing.
Okay.
That it was my first job. It was a restaurant that I did in Virginia, and it was it was kind of a little scary when I started doing my first job because my boss did not like it that I wanted to start on my own.
Yeah.
He kind of told me that it was not gonna be good for me to start doing commercial plumbing because he always was doing more residential.
Okay.
Actually, he most of his work was residential. So I started on commercial doing restaurants, and so far into now, like we've been doing a lot of restaurants.
Okay.
Chinese restaurant, a lot of Chinese Americans, Subways, Popeyes. We
Okay.
remodeled a couple of Popeyes. So it's been great doing
Wow.
this, helping people doing plumbing. Yes.
So are you a master plumber?
I don't. My master right now is another guy. His name is Shelvin.
Okay, so you have to have him with you.
Yeah, we
Okay.
partner together with him. The company that we're working together is Plumbright,
Okay.
plumbright.com,
Okay.
and he's the master on the company.
Okay. Spell that for the people. Can you spell it?
Yes. Well, Plum is PUMB. Right, like a right is RIGHT.
Okay.
Plumbright.
.com.
And it's Plumbright Plumbing. Plumbrightplumbing.com.
Okay.
Yeah, plumbrightplumbing.com.
Is there a number for it?
Yeah, the number that we have right now is 301 808 3600.
Okay.
And for DC number, we have 202 234 4400.
Okay.
Also, we have a Virginia number is a 571 505 4915.
Wow, they have 3 numbers, so I think everybody needs to check them out.
Yeah.
So, what's the? Give me some ideas of plumbing work that you do. Like, if I have a water leak, do you do plumbing work on that type of a level?
Yes, when anybody call us for a water leak, we ask the client if they have a little knowledge. We guide them through our phone,
Okay.
and if they understand they know where to turn the main water off,
Okay.
at least to stop the water. So we try to guide the clients. In case of an emergency,
Okay.
we help them through the phone so they don't get more water damage or stuff like that. So other way we do it, we rush our guys to the place where they need us. Any type of plumbing, we have already knowledge how to handle to fix the problem. Yes.
Okay. Now, do you do what they call sump pumps as well?
Yes, we
Because
do.
I know that here lately with all the rain, a lot of people have been needing sump pumps placed.
Yes, right.
So if somebody has a sump pump, you can come in and check it to see what's going on with it or fix it.
Yes, that is a very simple plumbing service for sump pumps. When people have problems on sump pumps, also sump pumps sometimes cannot fix the leaks. Sometimes we have to do something they call French drain,
Okay.
where we have to go and break the concrete around the house, and we bring inside the house, and we bring the pipe to the sump pump.
Okay.
That give a better seal for any leak they can wanted to come inside the house.
Okay.
So it's many ways to fix plumbing leaks if it is from the rain. Sometimes it's just the gutters.
Gutters, yeah.
People forget
To clean them.
yeah, people forget to clean the gutters, or people forget the gutters maybe have come out and they not putting it right. So it's good for them to check the gutters first if they have any type of water leaks.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not always you need the sump pump. Sometimes it's just small things. We try to tell our clients, the cheapest way to fix it first, and then
Okay.
if they need a sump pump, we guide them that way.
Yeah, people like cheap. I don't know what it is, but people like cheap.
Yeah.
So, okay, now let's just say if somebody was building a house, are you able to put all the piping through the whole house?
Yeah, we do brand new houses, brand new restaurants. Yeah, we do the plumbing from the bottom, from the groundwork up.
Okay.
All the way.
So you, but I noticed that you talk about restaurants. So do you do more restaurants than private homes?
I would say we do 50-50, I say.
Okay.
Yeah, we do both. I started doing residential, which
Okay.
is homes. So we have a lot of knowledge on residential, and then after my 5 years working for this company in 1987, I did a lot of commercial. I've been doing a lot of commercial. Commercial work is different, but
Yeah, because you have to have a lot of you have to go downtown and get a lot of what are those things called? Permits, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, my master plumber we work together, he take care of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I noticed that like in D.C., if you're gonna do, like if I wanted to put a little pond in the back of my yard, you got to get a permit, and I'm like, it's a pond. I
Yeah.
wanted to do that for my mom, and they were like, the permit was like $250. I said, you all are charging me more money for the permit than for the work to be done. I think the work was like $125. I was like, oh, that won't be happening right now. 'Cause I think that's crazy.
Yeah, everywhere, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, you have to pull permits for
Right.
almost everything, even to replace a kitchen faucet.
Really?
We're supposed
Well,
to
I
pull
will
a
not
permit.
be calling you. It's like, no, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. That was just a joke. That was just a
Yeah.
joke. I was saying that to say that I'm not going to call a plumber to get that piece of paper. I guess that's why a lot of people do it like under the table.
Well, it's not supposed to be done like that, but
But
some people do it. Yeah.
right. Yeah, 'cause-
It's good to have a permit. I mean, some people, you see, the inspector come and inspect, make sure that the work is done correctly.
right.
Sometimes it's a chance when you don't pull permits, if the work was not done correctly, it could be a problem.
Yes,
and
I
then,
get that.
And then some people will regret not
Right.
to pull a permit.
Because if you didn't do it right and if I didn't get the permit, I know. So I do apologize about saying that. That was just like a little joke. But please use him because I'm going to make sure he pronunciates these numbers again so that all of you all will know. Because everybody needs a plumber. And everybody needs one at one time because I know right now I need to get my garbage disposal fixed. So, yeah, I may have to be calling you. So how much do you charge to put a garbage disposal in?
Oh, garbage disposal, sometimes it's just push a reset button.
No, it's not the reset. I already know.
You
I
really-
put something in there. Yeah, I need a new one.
You need a new one. Okay, a garbage disposal is about 120 the labor.
Okay. Now
Replacement.
I have him on video.
Yeah.
I have him on video. I'm just having fun. Everybody knows that I just like to have fun, so don't take it serious. We're just having some fun.
Yeah. A lot of times people call for garbage disposal damage, but most of the time it's
It's just pushing that
the
little-
reset button.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put a few. I was cleaning my tank and rocks went in there and I
Yeah,
turned the thing. and
jam.
They started. I was like, "Oh, what happened?" I said, "Oh, duh, the rocks went in there." Yeah, so
Right.
I did something stupid. That was all. So I may have to be calling you on that. Now, what do you do? What they call it's connected from the side of the house, and you dig a hole and you put this PVC valve because I had to buy some today, and you connect it to the house itself, and you make this hole all the way through the ground, and you put a PVC valve so the water can be flushed out. Do you do things of that nature?
Wow, you have a lot of
I know.
knowledge.
What?
You can really work for that.
Nah, I'm not doing no dirt work. Nah, I can't do that.
Not many people know about that.
Well, I'm just asking because somebody just recently did it for my mom, and I'm not going to tell you the bad part of that, but I know it has to be redone.
All right,
So, yeah, because however they attached it, it goes if the rain is coming down hard enough, it'll force it. But if it's like lightly rain, it'll go back and then it settles and goes back into the house, which is not a happy sight.
Yeah, it's a backwater ball. Nowadays, it's been probably like 3 or 4 years they've been enforced.
Okay.
Because lately we've been having a lot of rain.
Yes.
So when it's a lot of rain, a lot of water back up into the people's basement.
Right.
So they enforce it to that valve to be installed. So that way, if it's a lot of rain, no water will come into the house. But yeah, if it is not installed correctly, it could create damage.
Right.
Maybe the sewer can back up more. So it need to be installed perfect. When they install it, the pipe need to be with gravel underneath and on the sides, so the settlement will not settle the pipe, and it will not lose the grade.
Okay.
If it lose the grade, things can go wrong. It have a little flip. If the pressure comes from the rainwater, it'll flip it so that no water can come in.
Right.
If you lose grade, that can create a problem. Yeah.
Right.
So
Well, we only have a few minutes left, so please tell everybody again your name, the name of your company, the telephone number, so that people can reach out to you.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we put a plumb right. Right is to do the plumbing right. We
Right.
try to do our plumbing right the first time. So right is RIGH. So plumb right, PLUMB, and then right, RIGH T, and then plumbing.com. So that is where anybody can find us.
Okay.
Plumbright.com, and our number here in Maryland is 301 AOA 3600, and the number for Washington D.C. is 202-234-4400. If anybody can call in this number and they need a service in Maryland, we still
That's good to
respond.
know.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter if they call in the Virginia number or DC number, they can reach us.
Okay.
And we'll try to send somebody. We have plumbers in Virginia and DC. So if it's an emergency, we try to get the guy that is more close to them.
Okay.
If it's something that we can fix by phone
Okay.
with the client.
Cool.
So the number in Virginia is 571-505-4915.
Okay.
And this is we'll be glad to help anybody that they need plumbing work.
Well, I thank you.
Yeah.
You did very, very well. I'm
Thank you.
very appreciative. It's Late Night Whispers, and I'm
Okay.
Coco, and I appreciate everybody paying attention to the show today.
Keep going.
Okay. And I was just making sure because somebody was saying something to me. And if anybody has a business or wants to start a business, please get at me, 202-510-2199. Late Night Whispers on Facebook, Instagram, and don't forget Nekedie TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Goodbye.
Don't go nowhere.
We'll be right.
Late Night Whispers now brings up the 9-year-old girl that was hit by a bison. As we bring up our new dog, our convenient new guest. What's the brother's name again?
Mark.
Mark got some great dogs and some accessories, but right now we're getting ready to get into the 9-year-old girl that got hit by the
We gotta
bison.
make this real quick. Okay.
Now to a pretty scary incident at Yellowstone National Park. It was caught on camera. A young girl now recovering after being attacked by a bison. Eva Pilgrim here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, guys. This little girl and her family were doing what so many families do during the summer, visiting Yellowstone National Park. They were part of a bigger group that had been standing near that bison for some 20 minutes with no issue, when out of nowhere, the bison came running.
Terrifying moments for a group visiting Yellowstone National Park. A bison just feet away, charging its target, a 9-year-old little girl. The 9-year-old from Odessa, Florida, was part of a group of about 50 people who were visiting the Old Faithful Geyser area Monday afternoon. You can see in this video the group walking on a nearby road. The bison only 5 to 10 feet away. All of a sudden, you see it move, running toward the group, tossing the little girl into the air.
People don't understand when they go to these wildlife parks that this is wildlife. This is not domestic life.
The 9-year-old was treated at the Old Faithful Clinic and released. She is recovering this morning.
That little girl is very, very lucky.
Millions of people come to Yellowstone every year to visit with nature and see the park's famous wildlife, but some get too close. Last June, this man got out of his car and began taunting a bison along the road. Remarkably, the bison lost interest and the man escaped. Sadly, that's not always the case. A 59-year-old woman from California was among a crowd that got too close at Yellowstone and was gored by a bison.
It happened so fast, but it seemed like it took forever. It was the most frightening experience I have been through in my life to date.
And Yellowstone officials reminding people the wildlife in the park are in fact wild. They encourage people to give the animals some space, at least 25 yards for all large animals. That includes bison, and 100 yards from bears and wolves.
Seems like
I get more
they shouldn't have to give, but
right. And if you find yourself in that situation, you know, get away as quickly and peacefully as possible.
Yeah. Okay, Eva, thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Live. Welcome back live. Okay. Coco.
It's Late Night Whispers, and I'm Coco. And I'm doing one more show tonight. I have Mark, which is a good friend of mine, and I've known him for so long. He has all type of dogs. He sells dogs. But I'm going to let him introduce himself, and I'm just catching my breath because I had to make a quick run.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Fitzgerald. I'm with the Harvey Bonaparte Pet Boutique. We sell both the puppies and all the nice accessories to go with them. We specialize in small to medium-sized hypoallergenic breeds. The one that Janet's holding is a toy poodle. And all of these dogs that we're showing are also available for purchase. And then we have a French poodle, this little guy right here. His name is Orca. And his mother's a Frenchie, and his dad's a toy poodle. He is hypoallergenic as well. Let's see. We sell. We got a lot of stuff. Oh my God. We've grown a little. We've shed some things that we used to sell. We no longer sell them. Now we do a lot of customized things. On this table, I don't know if you can see. I
feel like you can't see me.
We have the beds that we make, and of course, we also have off-the-rack things. But a lot of the things that we make are custom things. And the nice thing about them is you can decide what kind of bedding you want for your dog, whether you want real fur, faux fur, leather, whatever it is you want, we can do it. The crown bed that's by Janet it actually is lined with real I guess I don't know what kind of fur that is. It's real, whatever it is.
Yeah, it looks like it's rabbit.
I don't think it's rabbit. I think it's a little better than rabbit because we do mink and all. What we do is we take a lot of like if you have an old coat or a coat that you found at like a Salvation Army or something, and we turn it into something that's usable for your dog.
Now, where are your clothes? I know that you usually have
one of the things that I forgot to bring up, I did put them out, was the clothes. The clothes are mostly custom made now. We don't do a lot of the off the rack clothing stuff, but
and this man has vicious clothes. I mean, not toots, but like suits and ties and. Really, Marky, you didn't bring anything?
I put them out, but I forgot to put them in the bag. But you can find a lot of these things on my Instagram page and on our Facebook page.
All right, so make sure you tell everybody that.
Harvey Bonaparte, Facebook, Instagram is Harvey_Bonaparte. And you can find the dogs mostly on our it's called Small Barks, which is also on Facebook. We also do a variety of treats now. The treats are CBD infused.
Oh, wow.
Grain free. And let's see. We have both the CBD infused ones, which are great for dogs with any kind of anxiety, and then we have the I call them the virgin treats.
Okay, now what happened to Harvey?
Harvey is still around. He's still
he has a
alive.
beautiful dog, Harvey.
Everyone knows about
Yes.
Harvey. Someone who came and purchased a puppy today. It's like, oh, that's the famous Harvey.
That's why I'm like, you didn't bring him?
Sometimes I can't always bring Harvey, but these are good representations of
All right, I'm going to switch.
Okay,
Will that dog like me?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
Let's
we're
switch
gonna
and
find
see.
out. All right. You hold that. Because I really want to see what this one's about.
And this one has on like one of our custom bow ties.
Okay, come on, big
as
dog.
You can see.
Oh, you're pretty.
We do a lot of bow ties for the male dogs, of
You can give me some love? You gonna give me some love?
And then we have, I don't know if we can get to it. We have that blanket that's edged out on the, that blanket right there.
We're
But
going
the
to
one
bring...
that's hanging over, yes. The one that's hanging over is also a blanket. It's
Ooh, almost caught it.
faux fur.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, this is, oh my goodness.
As you can see, this is
Oh wow, that's
our blanket.
cute.
They're called the bone blanket.
Wow, that is so nice.
They come in a variety of styles and colors. I think I covered everything over there.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know that you have a good story with Harvey, even though Harvey's not here. So can you tell us the story about Harvey and how you met Harvey?
Sure. How I met Harvey. Harvey literally came and knocked on my door. This was almost like 9 years ago. Harvey came patting his little paws on my door, and I was like, whose little dog is this? I didn't even really like little dogs at that time. And I had an Nekedie at that time as well. My Nekedie was aging. And the fact that she allowed Harvey into our yard was a sign that, hey, this is going to be your next dog, and I'm okay with this next dog coming. And that's how Harvey came to be. And Harvey has literally taken over everything since then.
Oh my goodness!
He's a great little dog. If you ever get a chance to meet him, you'll know why this business was inspired by Harvey.
Now
the backstory on Harvey, please.
Yeah. Oh, that was the backstory?
I thought it was.
Yeah, but tell us a little bit more about Harvey.
Okay. Oh, Harvey's a Yorkie.
Thank you.
Harvey,
I was confused too.
Harvey is a Yorkie. He's a boy. Harvey was stolen.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. Was funny. Not funny about the dog being stolen, but the story is funny.
Harvey loves to go around the neighborhood, and just he just cruises the neighborhood basically, and he'll jump in your car if you open your car door.
Oh wow!
And so I don't know what happened. I don't know if Harvey literally jumped in someone's car door or whether someone just picked him up. I don't know exactly how they got him. But anyway, Harvey has his tags on him, so it was evident that the dog belonged to me, and it has phone number and stuff on it. So someone called me to tell me that they had Harvey. So I was like, how did you get him? Where are you? And, those kind of things. And so the person was like, well, this looks like an expensive dog. If you want it back, you're going to have to, give me some money to get him back. So I was like, oh, really? Okay. Well, tell me where you are. So we scheduled two meetups 3 different times, one in D.C., one in Maryland, 2 in Maryland. And I got the police involved and everything, and the person didn't show up. Of course, none of those times. Ultimately, the last time he did show up, and I met the person, and they tried to make it seem like they had got that Harvey was, at large, basically,
wow.
And they found him. But I know what happened. Because the people lived in an apartment, and they probably housed Harvey in a crate. 2 things he don't like: apartments nor crates. So he probably barked like crazy.
Right.
And they got annoyed with him. And they found it's like, this dog need to go. And so that's how Harvey came back to me.
But check this dog out right here. This dog has a Louis Vuitton collar like mine. Ain't this something? I thought I was the only one with Louis Vuitton collar. But
Now that is something that you can get from me. We do sell Louis, Coach, and Gucci.
yes, and he also has clothes made out of Louis Vuitton and Gucci. So tell us more about your clothing. I don't know why you didn't bring anything.
Clothes, I mean, I did. It's just boy stuff.
Okay.
The bow ties and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
you have the bow. Well, you got a bow tie on. Somebody made that one for you.
Right, and then we had this bow tie, and this leads into our clothes too. I call it. Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Anyway, we take old things that you have, and turn them into usable dog stuff. This actually I use for myself too, to be honest with you.
Now, would you take donations?
Of course, we take donations.
Okay, so tell people so that they'll know how to get in contact with you.
How to get in contact with me? Sure, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram at Harvey_Bonaparte. On Facebook, Small Barks, Harvey Bonaparte, or Mark Fitzgerald. And the number that you can reach me at is 301-996-5307. 301-996-5307.
Now, tell people the process of if they want a dog. Like, I would like to get a golden doodle.
Okay. So that happens to be one of the breeds that we kind of specialize in. I have a breeder that I work with for the golden doodles. They're generally mini golden doodles. I just got connected with a breeder that does toy golden doodles as well. I personally, the dogs that I breed are French Poodles, Frenchies, Poodles, and Havaneses, and I'll be getting into another breed that's called the Mini Husky Doodle. If you're interested in puppies, especially like around Christmas time, we do have wait lists that will be forming shortly, and you could sign up, put your name on the wait list for the puppy that you want. We do a lot of premium colors like chocolates and golds and reds and things like that. We try to be the it company for small breed hyperallergenic dogs.
So let's say if I call you and I tell you what I want, what's the process for me to get to the point of having the dog?
Okay, generally, what I would be doing is you tell me what you want. I contact my breeders to see what's available. I send you pictures, videos if I have them of the puppies that are available, and basically you put down 1/3 deposit, and then we work out a payment plan. 2 days prior to transport, especially if it's coming from somewhere far, we require you to pay off the balance, and then your puppy's available. Once it gets here, we do a vet check and make sure that everything is okay with your puppy, and then you're available to pick it up. We set up a time to pick up.
Now, am I allowed to go with you to these places?
Most places, I've gotten to the point now where I'm not actually the pickup person, which is great. I don't have to travel all across the country anymore.
Because I remember the times I was riding with you. Oh my God!
I actually have transporters now, so the transporters are the ones who bring the dog here.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about this dog. And this dog is a what now?
He's a French Poodle, which is his mother's a Frenchie and his dad is a toy poodle.
Okay, hold on. Let me let everybody see, because this thing right here is too darn cute. And I can barely see myself, so I don't know, can you all see the dog?
Yes, we can see the
Because
dog.
I barely see my head on this thing today.
You see your dog.
Okay, and then you said this is a bulldog and a what mix?
French Bulldog and Frenchie.
So the French Bulldog is a smush face?
Right. So what will he look like as an adult?
Yes.
He'll be stout like a Frenchie, but he will have hair properties like a poodle. So that's what makes him hyperallergenic.
And he won't have the stick-up ears?
He will not have stick-up ears.
Oh, well, this thing right here is too cute no matter what. So he'll be a little bigger?
He'll be a little bigger and a little wider.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow. And these newfangled dogs, now what is this that you have?
This is a toy poodle.
Okay.
And
both he's not the normal color of one.
Right. He's called a party coat.
Okay.
Yep.
Because most of the time you see the poodles either black, white, or this coppery color.
Right.
So what are the two dogs in this?
This is just one.
Oh,
breed.
just one dog.
Yeah, this is
okay.
one breed.
So what are the main dogs right now that you are getting asked about?
Well, the most popular dogs and the it dogs are Frenchie, Golden Doodle.
Okay.
And probably still the Yorkie. Those are pretty much the higher demand dogs. But you know, it's it is your choice of what you want, and we try and accommodate as much as we can.
All right, now you having any? I know you used to throw little get-togethers and little parties for dogs. So what do you have going on coming up soon? Hold on, let me get this thought back on my line.
I mean, not the day, the weekend after Labor Day, we have a splash party.
Okay.
It's a puppy splash party. It will be in Bowie, and you'll be able to find details on our Facebook and Instagram pages. And Christmas, we will be having a party at I think it's called the Senate. Right there on Capitol Hill, right before you get over the bridge on H Street.
And no Halloween parties?
Christmas party. Oh, that was the other thing. The Halloween party.
Yes, because that's what I always like.
The Halloween party will be in Alexandria at
the same place it was before.
Yeah,
I can't think of the name of it either.
Yeah.
Because I won last time with my little dog. Mark, I've known Mark for I'm gonna say 5 years, maybe a few longer. And this man, when we would go out, he would match. His dogs was matched. Especially Harvey would always be with him. I think when I first met him, he had 3 or 4 dogs. How many dogs do you have now total?
Well, I do breeding, so
right.
I have about I don't know,
10, 12, yeah. Ooh, look, when you go to his house and I have my one dog, OMG, they come at you every which way. So can you tell us which dogs you have other than, I know you have some puppies.
These are these are the two puppies that we have right now.
And you didn't, I thought I saw some other puppies.
We have coming this week. We have some beach poos, some more golden doodles. But all of these puppies are designated already. But if you go to any of our pages and you see a puppy that you like, please move fast, because other people are looking at those pages, and the puppies do move pretty fast.
And what's a beach poo?
Beach poo, Bichon and Poodle.
Oh, Lord, these newfangled names. Just give me the Yorkie. I know how to spell it, and I know what it looks like. Okay, so what's the most, maybe not expensive dog, but what's the most exotic dog that maybe somebody would be interested in, but maybe we haven't discussed it, somebody may want to now know that you can get that dog?
Well, the most expensive dogs that I sell are Frenchie and English Bulldogs. Everything else generally is lower. But it depends on things that drive the price up are colors, whether or not it's kennel registered, or whether or not you want the kennel registration, and if you want breeding rights and stuff like that. Each different breeder that I work with has a different protocol, different things they use. But colors right now is the number one thing that drives most puppy sales up. Colors, exotic colors like chocolate. The blues are like the color of that crown bed. Those generally are the things that drive them up.
Okay, so is there anything else that you would like to let us know about your business?
No, just come and support me. I'll be happy with the support. Our next thing that we have that's coming up is it's an event called Wags and Whispers at Bethesda Row. Wags and Whispers, Bethesda Row, September the 21st or 29th, whatever that Saturday is. But you can find out all the specific information on our social media pages.
Okay, so I don't remember whether I asked you, so how did you get into the business? Was it because of Harvey?
Yeah, I'm a chemist by degree, and so I got into this. I was inspired by Harvey. Yes.
Okay, and are you happy? Do
Absolutely.
you want to take this business any other direction than where you are now?
Of course. I mean, I just want to see the business continue to prosper and grow, and have these cute little things around me, these little puppies. They keep you inspired.
Right, because I know a couple of times when I've gone with you, you've gone to PA or wherever we've gone, and you get a puppy, you say you're going to sell it, and then I'm like, 2 weeks later, you still have that puppy. Oh, well, Janet, I decided to keep the puppy. Do you ever think you're going to stop that?
I think I pretty much I've outgrown that. I mean, puppies are cute, so that's a we all are subject to that.
Right,
and
right.
So it's called the puppy phenomena, and yeah, But no, I have enough puppies of my own. Enough dogs of my own.
Now I remember one time you was doing something with the shelters. Are you still doing that?
We still do things with shelters. We do rehoming as well. Rehoming is when you have you might have a dog, and these are generally customers of mine. You might get a dog and you realize that, hey, this dog and I aren't a good match, or whatever the case is, and you need to let the dog go. And so what I do is come in and of course I advertise the dog, get him rehomed for you, and move on. And so we do that, and then we also work with shelters if you are. And all these things are driven by the price point at which you want to spend.
Okay.
If you don't want to spend a lot, and you're okay with the shelter dog or a dog that comes from a shelter, we have several shelters that we work with, several rescues that we work with to get you the dog that you want.
Okay. Now, what if I know that you said that if you work with people if they find a dog that doesn't fit? So what if I bought a dog from you? Let's just say I bought something for $800, and I get the dog home and I don't know, maybe I don't like it, maybe the dog, I have a child and the dog is not doing well with the child, then what do I do? Do I have a money back guarantee with you?
No, our guarantee does not include things like that. When you go to the store and you purchase something, it is a final sale. And what we can do is to help you get another one if that's your desire. But we do not give money back for
I just asking so
for the purchase if you make a purchase and then you decide you don't want the dog. Now, what we do and what we do give money back for are if there's some kind of genetic, malady or something like that. Of course, we do give you your money back in those instances.
Okay, can you explain to the people a little bit about what that may be?
Sure, a genetic problem or a disease. Not a disease like Lyme disease, but literally a genetic disease. Like his, face might be smushed in and it ain't supposed to be, but you knew that was purchased.
Right.
But, something like
maybe
that.
as he's growing, the one leg doesn't catch up or whatever.
Right, or he had a heart murmur, or something significant that actually affects the cell, or a veterinary deemed that this dog should not have been sellable. Those are the kind of situations where we give money back.
Oh, okay, wow. So how long have you been in this business so far now?
I've been in this business for about probably like 8 years. The actual selling of the puppies is something that we've been doing probably for the last 3 years or so.
Okay. Yeah. So now, do you do bordering, and do you do
the boarding is unfortunately only for people who have purchased from me.
Okay.
So we do it's a service that we provide to our customers.
And then do you do I just had it on the tip of my tongue, bordering, and do you do training?
We have a network of people we work with different things. We don't profess to be the catch-all dog place, so we do have trainers that we refer you to based on your location and the convenience to you.
Oh, okay. And then you do create clothes for like German Shepherd sizes?
Generally, what we find is that German Shepherd people don't want these cute little clothes on their dog. So if you came to me and you wanted it, sure, that's why it's custom. So
right.
Yeah, if you wanted something for your German Shepherd, of course we can make it. But generally, it's the people with the little tiny dogs, little purse dogs, the toy dogs that want the clothing.
Oh, okay. So tell me some more. I'm trying to think of something to come on, Mark, help a sister out here.
Okay.
Tell people something that maybe I have not mentioned about your business.
Oh, we also do certification for ESA. So if you have a dog and your doctor has said that you need this dog for whatever purposes, we do emotional support, or ESA is what it's called, for you.
Okay, so let me just say I'm knocking on your door and I need it. You said ESA?
Right, emotional support.
What do you do?
It's a certification process. It allows you to get your dog into or get past like leasing rules and regulations. It allows you to take your dog on the airline. In
you're
some
gonna get a lot of
cases,
people
it allows
calling
you
you
to take your dog to work.
Oh,
so depending
wow.
on what it is you need it for, we're able to provide the ESA certification.
So if I need to take my dog to work, what would that procedure be? Or process be?
Well, there's a letter from, there's a doctor's letter, and then there's a letter that comes from the National, oh God, I forgot the name of it, but it's the certification organization that says that your dog is an ESA dog. So you get both of those letters, and you also get an ID or badge that allows you to get into these
Well,
places.
that is good to know, because I know a lot of people. I have a service dog, and I know a lot of people are always asking me, and I try to tell them. And a lot of times, how I went through to get mine, the average person is not going to go through, because I put a lot of money out to get my dog trained. So that's good to know. Now, how long have you been doing that?
For about the past year.
Oh, okay. So that means that anybody can call you, I'm assuming.
Anybody can call me about ESA, yes.
Oh, okay. And is that it? You don't do anything else? Have we named everything?
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's a lot.
I know, right? Okay, so why don't you do this? Why don't you tell everybody again how to get in contact with you?
Sure, you can contact me either by Facebook or Instagram. On Instagram, it's Harvey_Bonaparte. On Facebook, it's Harvey Bonaparte or Harvey Bonaparte Pet Boutique or Small Bark. Any of those places, you can find me and get information about our events, our current puppies, and our items. You can find all that stuff there. At some point, we'll be able to just go to our website and order the stuff that you want. So that's what's up and coming.
Well, I really appreciate you. I know everybody is saying, what is going on today? I have interviewed 3 people. Wow, it's like a blessing. I want to appreciate and tell everybody I thank you for watching Late Night Whispers. Again, if you have any type of business, if you want to start a business, if you're thinking about a business, please get in contact with me, 202-510-2199. For all the people that are watching, anytime that you watch me, every Saturday from 7 to 8 on Nekedie TV, please text in, ask questions. I love to answer. Today was awesome. For the people who were watching earlier or still watching, I appreciate again everybody watching. It's Late Night Whispers. I'm Coco, and it's good night. Mwah.
This is your joint you got about the couple who owns the who? The couple who owns the big practice.
Peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So there is a couple in Missouri a black couple who own their own dental practice. And this is Dr. Keith Robinson and Dr. Ashley Robinson. And they're a power couple who are both dentists and entrepreneurs. And per this report with blackbusiness.org, they have always wanted to make our people smile. And in 2015, this husband and wife opened the Smile Company, their own dental practice in Maryland Heights. And you know, we all should desire to have them fresh whites when we smile, you know, for those of us who like to smile. And you know, really smiling reflects something that's going on internally. You know, it shows a degree of happiness to a degree. It shows a degree of gratitude to a degree. You know, sometimes people fake smile, but you know, whenever you look at, for instance, if you look at a person's profile or Instagram or online and you see that they're smiling on all their pictures, then that's typically a person that likes to smile. You know, usually people don't fake the funk, because I come across a lot of profiles where people don't smile at all. You know what I'm saying? On all their pictures, you can't muster up a smile on none of your pictures? But anyways, to get off that, I'm just clowning, a little levity. But this couple, they own their own dental practice in Maryland Heights. And they've been receiving a lot of positive feedback from their clients. And this couple, you know, a little bit about their past. They both studied dentistry at South Illinois University School of Dental Medicine. And they first met at a freshman orientation, but they only started taking their relationship to the next level when Ashley was about to graduate. And it wasn't until my senior year and his junior year that we actually started hanging out regularly as friends. Ashley told I Am Beautiful 365. I think he saw that I was pretty stressed out trying to graduate, and he invited me out to go bowling. Look at him. We had our first date on Valentine's Day of 2010, and we have been together ever since. So they found love on the basis of what they liked, right? And I hear a lot of couples who have real longevity in marriage, they say that they were friends first, right? It's always good to be a friend of your spouse before marriage, because that kind of helps. You know, you like to do the same type of things. You have some commonalities, some similarities. You know, you like to do things together, and that helps, you know, in times of maybe dis-ease in the relationship, which every relationship goes through its fluctuations. I don't think, even with wealthy and rich people, you know, everybody confesses that, if you're honest, that you eventually hit a bumpy road, a bump in the road. And you know, if you're friends, then you will never go to a third party to try to rectify your situation unless that third party is a mutual agreed upon third party to help your relationship. But when you're friends, man, it helps. Prior to the marriage, it helps to really, really know the person that you're marrying. And that's why in the Nation of Islam, we have courtship. It's kind of like dating, except for you have chaperones there that, you know, just make sure that you're not doing something unethical that you're not supposed to be doing, because naturally the male and the female are attractive to one another, and sometimes if we're not focused on a vertical level, then some people sometimes fall victim to sexual acts. But to get back to this couple, but the point is, you should be friends prior to marriage. Those relationships generally typically work out the best. But you know, after graduating, Dr. Ashley worked in the public health field, where she helped patients in underserved communities. So this is a sister who, you know, worked among the inner cities. And Dr. Keith, on the other hand, continued his education, and he completed advanced education in general dentistry program in a fellowship in implant dentistry, both also at Southern Illinois University's School of Dental Medicine. While they were both enjoying their career, they were also building a family with 2 children. They began to realize that there is more freedom in entrepreneurship and ownership without the pressure that is usually present in the workplace. Woo. I think we all can agree with that. If you have ever dabbled in corporate America and you get a taste of entrepreneurship and doing for yourself and earning any type of revenue outside of that job, it makes you just want to flap your wings right up out of there, right? You want to make your exodus. But we all must have balance and have a plan and not just go jump out there, jump out the boat haphazardly without a life vest on. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to jump out there in that water, just kind of make sure you got a life vest on. And, you know, that's beautiful that this couple, their story, you know, their journey together. And, you know, when you get into those type of fields when you're dealing with insurance, whenever you can bill somebody's insurance, oh man, those type of professions always make good money. You just want to make sure that you're in a profession that you're not doing it solely for money, right? You don't never want that to be your root motivation is just money, because that doesn't really feed the soul. What does it profit a man or woman? The scripture says to gain the world but lose the soul, lose the essence or your connection to life itself and the creator that created life. So we can make all the money in the world. That's good. We should seek the bounties of our Lord. We should seek the resources of our Lord. We should seek the endeavors that lead us to greater prosperity and righteousness. But we should not lose our moral and our ethics in the process. And that's why, you know, I talk to some physicians, like chiropractors, and they say that's why they did not become a medical doctor, because the ethics involved, right? That it's not really holistic or therapeutic. They're not really healing the patients. So a lot of doctors who end up as a chiropractor or different type of physicians dealing with the body, not necessarily prescribing medicine, because they see the traditional, conventional doctor as a drug pusher, an extension of the pharmaceutical industry, extended arm that is not healing the ills of the people. So I can kind of understand why they might have went the dental route, and you can still kind of make a good living for yourself dealing with insurance, right? But even in that, you still, whatever profession you're in, you want to be therapeutic in your administration of service. Meaning you have to study the conventional, but as you study the conventional, you have to refine so that you can define a pathway towards revolution of the conventional ways of this world. Because the ways of this world and the administration of it is death, brothers and sisters. And we see that by the rates of cancer in our communities. So if the doctors are not healing, then they're part of the killing that's leading to the demise of our people. But to continue on, so the Smile Company offers a wide variety of dental services in a more caring, family-centered, and comfortable way. They strive to provide excellent dental care, such as general and cosmetic dentistry, endodontics, orthodontics, implant dentistry, oral surgery, gum infection therapy, Invisalign, pediatric dentistry, and more. They also have dental plans that can be of benefit even to those without insurance. Surely there's always a reason to smile at the Smile Company. And for more information about the Smile Company, visit smilecodental.com. And isn't this a beautiful, beautiful manifestation of Black excellency, right? So may our Creator continue to bless this beautiful couple and their family and all of their aspirations. And we should all strive to ascend to the top of whatever field of endeavor that we desire to be in life. And because it's greatness in all of us. And, you know, we really just have to find our purpose for living and tap in, you know, and keep moving, keep working, keep yearning, keep desiring more, never giving up. Keep, you know, always, as our brother Jay Morrison say, trying to outwork the work. Trying to be better than we were yesterday. Trying to learn more than we knew yesterday. So may the Creator bless us all to continue striving to be a better version of ourselves. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing out. Peace.